Alright, now that we're at the desk, we can take a closer look at this hilt. So the weathering, before I actually started to physically install it, was done by the Saber temple, and the client had reached out to us and was inspired by the video that we did for the collector's outpost and wanted something similar. So the etch on the shrouds is basically the same, with some the texturing that the Saber temple did, and then I did the etch, and then he weathered it. And then the overall weathering does look different from the collector's outpost one that we did. All this was directed by the client, and he just kind of let him know exactly what he wanted. What's cool about this project was that it had both grips. So you've got the Survivor and Fallen Order grips that are both weathered. The pommel on this one is really cool. It's got a lot of, let's see if I can get it to focus. It's got a lot of wires and everything sticking out, so really cool. So let's go ahead and take a look at the chassis. This one was a little bit of a beast to install, not because the hilt in particular is difficult, but I tried to mimic the original chassis with its design so that it would be a seamless, just like a swap over, and then you can keep the upper components in. I wouldn't have to do anything, but it ended up with the weird connectors that were used for this previous install and everything. I ended up just ripping everything out. Some stuff was glued in and whatnot, so it was a little bit of a process to get everything out, but it's all working now, and it basically still functions the same as it did before. The PCB was kind of like recessed in there. There's the upper PCB up here in the chassis itself that just lives up there and doesn't come out. And then you insert it with the buttons facing up towards this plunger, and that's pretty much it. I've got a little notch up here that kind of helps it stay clocked with the piece up there. Helps the buttons to stay aligned. So let's go over putting the chassis in. When you put your battery in, I have a spring side down here towards your 22mm speaker. That'll be your negative, so the flat side of the battery.
Things haven't been the same since the team split up.
So you've got the chassis that it looks pretty much the same as the collector's outpost. I did have to modify it because the way that I have this one set up is a little bit different. So it's a little bit modified, and the upper portion is really what's different, plus the lower portion. I went with fully enclosing a 22mm speaker as opposed to the 24, and I do think it sounds better. This Saber is not, I wasn't disappointed with the sound. It was pretty good, so I was happy with that. But you've got a crystal chamber here with the brass rods like the other one is. These portions can actually slide, so you can kind of change up how that looks however you want. On the back there is a pixel strip that's diffused. Right now it's set to indicate the battery level, so this greenish yellow means it's in its upper percentage of battery level, so that's kind of cool. Nice little functional piece there. You got your two buttons, your Smuggler's Outpost PCB set, the other being, I don't know if you'll be able to see it up in here. You might be able to. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I put on a little battery wrap there for aesthetics. As you can see, the accent lighting just turned off, so it will turn off after a little bit. So let's go ahead and put it in. It's very simple. This button plunger right here lines up with the buttons facing up, and you just insert it all the way in, and then you can just slap either grip on, just being careful not to bend the chassis or anything, putting any stress on it. So when you screw it all the way on, this first crack that the Saber temple did in the grip lines up with the pixel strip. The other one lines up with the crystal in there. So both of which you can see while the Saber is fully assembled and on. I don't know if you can tell, but it sounds pretty good. Top being power, bottom is auxiliary. I'm happy with how the buttons came out. They're very crisp, very easy to press.
Zion.
I did notice that the sensitivity is a little bit high and there's a lot of false clashes, so before I send this out, I'll knock that down a little bit. But let's just go ahead and throw the Fallen Order grip on really quick so that you can see how that is. So there you go, that lines up. That lines up there. It does sound slightly different, a little bit different resonance. Still very loud. So let me go ahead and set this camera up and we can demo it with the blade. But before I switch that over, just so you can kind of take a closer look while we're here, your two retention screws are here and here. You can use one or both. One is plenty, but if you want to use both, go ahead. So this Allen key right here will be included with your Saber. So let's go ahead and switch over for the blade demo. Alright, so let's demo some of the fonts here. This is Kyberphonics Survivor 2 bundle.
Blue cross guard. Zion. Green. Indigo. Indigo cross guard. Magenta. Magenta cross guard. Orange. Orange. Purple cross. Yellow. Yellow cross. Party save. Red. Red cross guard. Qui-Gon Jinn.
Some of the Tails bundle.
Master Dooku.
Master Yaddle. Pursue. Obi-Wan Kenobi. At last we will have revenge. Anakin, I will do what I must. Where is he?
The rematch bundle.
Weaver.
Master Skywalker.
Master Yoda.
Jedi Knight Dargan Gera.
My name is Dagan Gera. Master Seer Junda.
Alright, so that is it for this Kestis demo video. Thank you to the Saber Temple for your contributions to this hilt and making it look super unique. Thank you to the client for your interest and just giving me the opportunity to do this saber for you. Sounds good and functions very well, so I hope you're happy with it. But yeah, so in the future, I'm going to have quite a few videos coming out. There's a lot more sabers that I have to do, as well as this personal SK 2.0, as well as some other personal stuff. So that would be really cool, and if you're interested out in that, definitely be on the lookout for it. But other than that, that's it for this video. So thank you for everyone who watched this, and may the force be with you.